Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about preparing a raised bed or a no-till bed, whatever you want to call it. But come check it out. I'll show you how I prepare the bed and what we do about the compost, how I make the rows, and really in this bed I'll be planting green beans, but it applies to everything. So check it out. Welcome to our channel, Full Measure Farm, Michigan. We hope you enjoy learning along with us on our small-scale production farm. Pasture-raised lamb, eggs, chicken, organic produce, sourdough bread, and more are all things we'll cover here, along with how to include your kids in the farm and still get things done. We hope you enjoy these videos and consider subscribing. So this bed I'm preparing here had onions in it the last growing season. I obviously pulled those out at the end of that season. It sat uncovered through the winter. It of course had weeds coming up, so I weeded all those. I kind of raked it smooth, and then I hauled all the compost over from our compost pile. We love that aspect of raising the animals on the farm, is having plenty of compost. I love not having to worry about how much I use, and I just put plenty on. So on these beds, it's a 40-foot bed and it's about 4 feet wide. I put probably 12 wheelbarrow loads of compost, so it's really nice and thick. I'd say it's about 2 inches thick. I've been using these same 3 green bean varieties for years now. I do mostly Provider bush bean, love that one. Then there's the Gold Rush yellow wax and Celine colored snap bean. So the Celine colored snap bean is a nice purple, but it grows in like several shades of purple. So I do about 2/3 the Provider bean, and then I split the last third into 2 groups of the yellow wax and the Celine colored snap bean, and that gives a really pretty 3-colored bean basket for the market. So we just love that. I get these varieties from High Mowing Seeds. I've been using them for probably 3 or 4 years now. I used to buy from several different companies, but High Mowing focuses on organic market growers, and they have great descriptions in their catalog and on their website. They make it easy to choose the right variety, and they just offer some wonderful, wonderful options. After I get that compost spread out evenly, then I go through, I break up the lumps. I make some rows down the bed with my rake. So for these green beans, I did 3 rows down the bed, 2 on the edge, 1 down the middle. And then I make those trenches probably a couple inches deep. I go ahead and I plant the green beans fairly heavily, probably a seed every 3 inches, but truth be told, I'm pretty quick about it, so it's not perfect spacing. My time is super limited when my little guy is down for a nap, so I really try to make the most of it, and I just pretty much throw them down in the row. So then I go back and I just cover them slightly. I might not completely fill in the trench. I just try to make sure that all the green beans are covered. Even though in this video I was planting green beans, I use the same exact way of preparing the bed. Now that being said, if I get a bed that is just extremely weedy and it's like a lot of grass and hard to deal with, sometimes I'll choose to put garlic in that bed at the end of the season. That way that bed can spend a whole year covered in mulch. Another option is I will put potatoes in that bed, which I also do some deep growing under mulch, and I actually plant them in the fall, so I'll do a video on that and let you guys know just how I accomplish that. But the same method goes for if you are transplanting lettuce, if you're direct seeding kale, or putting in green beans. This just works so great. Good compost, great seeds, and the perfect amount of water, and that usually is a guarantee to a pretty good crop. I hope that you guys found this video helpful, and I would love to hear what you thought of it in your comments, or how you guys prepare your beds, or if you have any questions. So I hope that you guys are able to like this video and consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching.